have a story to tell you. It is like the continuation of the book of Acts. A few weeks ago, I was asked to help on the worship team to go to the Bradley County Jail, and we were going to be part of a service, a first ever service in the Bradley County Jail for the men. The men were in the morning, the women were in the afternoon. And the whole time we were praying before the service, I thought, for such a time as this, we were there. And as we sang, you could see on their faces, they were melting. I mean, at first we were a little concerned because they were kind of hardened, but they were melting. The Holy Spirit was there. We prayed for the Holy Spirit to come down, and He did. They were raising their hands and praising the Lord, and it was like revival had broken out in that cell block. But that's not the end of the story. We left that day, and we felt good about what had happened, but other things were happening. We had prayed for not only the prisoners, the inmates that were being held in Bradley County Jail, but for their families. About a week ago, I went to a community event, and there were a couple that were in this prison ministry the other day, a few weeks ago, and they came up to me and they wanted me to be sure and share with our pastor, Steve Allen, what happened in one of those men's families' lives. He had a little girl, and the little girl heard from someone else that there were videos of this service online. And her family took her and showed her these videos, and she said, well, I want what my daddy's got. He's raising his hands to the Lord. I want that too. So she talked to her family that was there with her, showing her the video, and they led her to the Lord right then and there. She was so excited about it. She went home to her mother and said, Mama, I want you to take me to church on Sunday. Now, this woman hadn't been to church in probably 7 years. This is what this couple shared with me. And they were very excited, and as I was when I heard it, this woman went to church, took her little girl. Then they went again that night, and that night she rededicated her life to the Lord. So it's so powerful what we did, not what we did, but what the Holy Spirit did through us. He used us, and I am just convinced that if we are open to share the story of the Lord, just like our series was We Will Tell, that if we tell what the Lord has done and show people the love of the Lord, they're going to come to Him. There is an awakening going on, and I just hope people know that that's happening.